welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to be making a Christmas card using the big Christmas cupcake, and for the sentiment I'm going to pull from another stamp and die set, so stay tuned to that. And then we're also going to be using the scallop rectangular eyelet die set. I love the scallop look, and I especially love the eyelet dies from Pretty Pink Posh. I actually have the rectangles, the squares, the circles, and the ovals, and then I have like ones that you can do like borders. They're really cool. I love them. So this video is kind of special because I've already made 6 cards off camera just for funsies, and I kind of really love the color theme that I have. So I thought I'll just bring it to the channel. I actually was never going to bring any of this to the channel until I really started liking the theme of the card collection I have been creating. So I'll show you those at the very end, so stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put this to the side, but I'm going to go ahead and cut out just a regular white cardstock with the largest rectangle. So we'll do that off camera. And then the color scheme that I will be using is the diamond. Well, here, let me get these out first. Okay, the base of the cupcake is going to be in Fairy Tale from Spellbinders, and then the tree, I'm just looking at my scraps here on the side, that is going to be in the mint green, and I think it's just called mint. Okay, so that's going to be the tree. And then for the bow, I'm going to cut it out in 2-2. So cute. And I'm also going to cut out, there's tiny little bows that you can put on the tree, so I'm going to do that. And then there's the icing. I'm going to cut that in white cardstock, and then I'm also going to cut this wavy part to go on the Christmas tree. Okay, and I'll cut that out, I think probably maybe twice. I think I will need to cut that out twice. The bow, I'm going to cut that out several times, the smaller bow set. And then oh, I also need to bring in the diamond glitter. I don't know if this is going to be big enough, but this is the diamond glitter cardstock from oh crud, what's it called, the Stamp Market. And I'm going to be cutting that out with the diamond glitter. I think that's all that I'm going to cut out. I'm going to keep it pretty easy. So let me go ahead and cut all this out, and then we can start to assemble our card. Now is the fun part, to assemble. And I think before I do that, I'm going to do my sentiment, because I always tend to forget to do that, and I want to do that so I don't put foam tape on the back of this, as I almost did actually before I finished up everything. And I'm just going to scooch this. Okay, there we go. Perfection. Alrighty. There's a couple things that I may not, like, I don't know the exact direction I'm going to go with this card as far as the color scheme is concerned. So I cut out more than I need, but you know, that's all right. We're going to be using Pretty Pink Posh Christmas stamps, sentiment strips, and I'm just going to just stamp directly on here. And however, I do need to figure out, let me bring this over real quick. This is the main ingredient here, if you will. No pun intended, or maybe a little bit. So it's just going to sit like this. I do need to have it go down, so it's going to be a very tight margin. Very, very, very tight. Okay, so I'm going to have to scooch that up a little bit. Okay, alright, so it's going to have to be really close to the bottom, which that's not... It's not the most ideal, but it's going to be good enough. All right. Okay, so I'm using Merriest Christmas Wishes. I forgot to mention that as I was grabbing for it. And I am going to use my archival ink graphite. I think this palette really needs a soft stamps. And I thought gray, black, I did one card in black, and I wish I would have used gray, but I think almost all of them are all stamped in this really pretty gray color. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that one more time. I don't know how old this is, but it's not inky. And I want to say that I just got that color, so I'm not sure. Okay. Perfect. And then I like to use this water-based stamp cleaner, and it's by Ranger. It smells like bubblegum. I love it. And it does really good. It's just something that I wanted to try. I don't know if I will continue using this, but because you can use a baby wipe, or I have a stamp chamois that I could use as well, but I think I don't know, figured I'd give it a try, and if I liked it, I'll keep using it. If not, it's a nice little smell as you're trying to, as you're crafting, right? So I think I will move that to the side, and then I'm going to be using the fairy tale for the card base. And I just love this color for Christmas. So it's 4 1/4 by 11. So we're going to score it at the 5 1/2 to get that right down this center. And then we'll just fold that down and use my Teflon bottom folder. Now that I have that done, I'm going to bring that panel back in, and I'm going to add my little foam panels to the back. I guess I don't need 3 of them, so I can put that one over here and get that right there. Perfection. Okay, so let's move that over. I do things so out of order. I just like to have this all done. That way, sometimes I like to assemble on the card panel, while other times, well, most of the time I do actually, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that this time, just because, well, I'll show you why here in a moment. But yeah, so let's just get this on here. Looks perfect. Now here's why I don't think we're going to be able to assemble on here, because first of all, I want to lift this up with some foam tape, and I need to glue directly on here. So we can just move that over and just kind of glue on top, and then we'll add some foam on top of that. Plus I need to glue my little icing on there as well. And so I cut 2 strips, and I think 2 will be plenty. So we should be just fine on that. So I'm just going to add a little bit, I don't want to ruin that. I'm going to add a little bit of glue here on top. You definitely don't have to do this as a Christmas cupcake. You could omit the tree and just, I don't know, use something like this, you know, to really extend your stamps and die sets. So there's a lot of, so I have a basket that's separate from all my other stamps and dies, and they are strictly just for Christmas. And so what I do is stuff that I can get away with using throughout the year, I won't put it in that Christmas basket, but I'll put it in, like, it gets kind of packed away once the season's over with, and the Christmas stuff that I can get away with throughout the year, I keep them in a Christmas basket that is available to me to use every day. Does that make sense? And so that way they're still separated from everything else, and I can pull it out during the Christmas season. So that is what I should say, I have not done that. I'm acting like I have already done that. That's what I will be doing once this Christmas season is over with. That is what I plan on doing. So just adding some liquid glue along. Now you totally don't have to. I like the stitch look so pretty, but I really do like the white icing look on it. So we're just gonna do it. Here we go. And it's so easy to follow along. Okay, and then I'll bring in my little snips and give that a good snip. So this should be, excuse me, kind of late for me. I've been crafting, and at the last minute, around 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, I decided to record instead of going to bed, because I just know I wouldn't have time until another week goes by, and I know that weekend I'm going to be really busy, so I thought, you know what, we'll just do it, get it over with, stay up a little bit. So that is what we're going to do. You know, that's just the reality of working and being a parent, and sometimes you have to be up late to do what you like. Right? Who's with me on that one? Plus, I am actually a night owl. Anybody else a night owl? I have to get up at 5:50 every day for work, and I'm not liking how this is looking. It would be fine. But that, you know, you would think I would get in a habit of waking up early during the weekend because of that, and nope. I will say, however, I'm trying to see how this is getting. It's not, yeah. I will say, however, I do get up a little bit earlier. Well, I'd say a lot bit earlier than I used to. Even before I had my daughter. Obviously now I get up early because of her, but luckily my husband gets up really early in the morning because he has to get up even earlier than I do. And so I get to sleep in a little bit when I stay up this late, which I try not to get in a habit of anymore. It's just, it's too much, too old for that. But anyway, I will say, even if I stay up super late, I can still get myself up around 9, 9:30, maybe 10 at the latest if I'm able to sleep in. But look how pretty that is. I love it. Okay, I do have a star that goes on top of that, but I'm not going to start assembling that just yet. And we'll just put this on here. Oh, love it. Even just like that. You don't even need to get it all prettied up or all gussied up. It actually looks really pretty as it is. Okay. So I'll just add some. Now, again, when I add more dimension to my cards, I always go thinner. Unless I know I'm going to hand it to someone, then I can make it really dimensional. However, it's just, you don't want to make it too dimensional, as it will not mail so nicely. I removed the backers from the foam, and we're going to go ahead and get that placed. I'm going to use my reverse tweezers just to kind of get my hand out of the way, and then you'll see it's a little bit uneven towards the top, or spaced uneven between the top and the bottom. It's because I need room to accommodate for the star, so I have not put the star on that just yet, and I will as soon as I put this on here. Okay. I do think I need a little small foam for that star, and I'm going to do this very easily. I need that piece. Remove the backers. Okay, and then I'll just that just to give extra support. Perfection. Alrighty. Looks good. So now comes the easy part of just adding the bow. That is so stinking adorable. Alright. The thing of it is, I don't know if I want to do pink on pink or do I want to do white. I think I kind of like the white. Oops. Oh my goodness. Come on. Flip over. There's that one. And you could do something like this if you wanted to. I do like that. Sure don't make these decisions easy on myself, do I? I'll just do the pink on pink. I'll leave the white. I'll do the white on something else. That's just what I'll do. No problem. Okay, I need to bring this back over, in fact, so I'm gonna bring that. Okay. Then this is a little tricky because do we want? No, they need to be flipped the other way. So something like that. And then we'll get this one and we'll do it on the other side. Okay, now that we have both of these sides, let me show you what that looks like. So what that looks like, okay. And then we need to bring the tails in. And I want to, need to go at the right side. Let me glue the center on before I forget. But I want to make sure that I get this glued on before I put it onto my cupcake because I don't want it to be looking all wonky and not centered correctly. Okay, there we go. And then the tail on the other side, like so. Okay. So I'm going to kind of put them together like this and glue them on. This is going to be easier for me. I'm sorry that I'm so zoomed out, but I need to get a new camera, but it's going to be a little while. We got Christmas coming up, so we gotta put the focus on Christmas. All right. And then let me put that right here. Perfection. That's how I did it. I'm not saying that's the right way, but that's how I did it. That is how I did it. Again, I'm not saying that's the best way or the only way to do it, but it's just the way that made sense for me to do it. This is a tricky bow to put together, let me tell you. I like it. Okay, so the next part is just adding the cutie little bows. I did 6. Not exactly sure that I'm going to use all of them, but you know, we'll see how it looks. I think I'll just do 3 and 3. I don't want to overpower the tree because then you start to not see the green, and I just don't want that to be the case. Right? At least for me, that's what I want. Perfect. And the last one. She's done, and the series of me doing this color palette is officially done. I have been working on this palette for 2 days now, and it did not disappoint. I think there was maybe one card that I wasn't super thrilled how it turned out. You'll see it here in a moment. I'll share it with you, but oh my god. This is so pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the other cards I made. We have this card here, and then the next card, we have this one. Love that diamond glitter cardstock. And this is from Concord and Ninth called Fa La La. There's this one. This is the Stamp Market. I love how that turned out. And this is, I believe this is Concord and Ninth. This is probably my least favorite out of all of them. I just think, first of all, I think I used the wrong pink. So this pink does not match the rest of them. I think I used a different pink. I know for a fact I did. And I don't know, it just is kind of reading too plain for me, but y'all let me know what you guys think. I mean, I like it. It's just not my favorite, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, so there's that. Here's another one. This is, I think, from the Waffle Flower. Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. And this is actually a die set, and you inlay with the stars. And then I did this one. This is from Amazon. I won't be linking everything because I don't remember where I got this. Is over a year ago, so I'm not sure where that one came from. But there's that one. I just love how that turned out. Oh, so pretty. And then because I did the outline, because this has an outline die, well, it's all one die, cuts out the outline and the inside. And so because of that, I decided to do another card, and with just the negative pieces I didn't use from that. And the snowflake border is from Spellbinders, and just did purple with the diamond glitter cardstock. I just love the purple and the diamond glitter. And then here's this one. Now this is the one where I wish I would have done, and this one, I wish I would have done the gray and not the black. I feel like I would have liked this a whole lot better. I love it, don't get me wrong, but I think this was so powerful. I think I would love that one even more. Okay, and then the last one that I did, so what do we do? 4, so this is the 8th one. I actually probably will be doing another one. This is a YouTube short that I did, so stay tuned for that one. And then I'm going to be doing another one for YouTube short in the same palette color family. But the last one, this is from Spellbinders. A couple of different things. The background's from Spellbinders. This is actually the whole thing's from Spellbinders. So I just love, 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 love how that one turned out. So there you have it, all 8 cards. Oh, this was so fun. Here's the original one that we did together in this video. Let me know, what card did you like the most that I did? Did you like the card that we did on camera together? Or do you like card 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8? I would have to say, let me put this in order of which one's my favorite. It's going to take me a second, but I'm going to figure this out. My favorite is this one. I know, it's like the easiest out of all of them, but this one is my favorite just because it's so cute and it's so different. I just like it. And then the one we did on camera is my second, third, fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th, and then 8th. But all the cards really, honestly, turned out great. So stay tuned for the other card video that I'm going to be doing. I should say it's card video short, so it's going to be a short. So less than 60 seconds. And then this also is a short as well, so stay tuned for that. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and this color palette. I will catch you all in the next Color Craft video. Bye.